What a wild week we've had, y'all. I mean, have you been watching the mainstream media? Have you been keeping up with all this stuff? I mean, Jesus. But have you been watching what's really going on? Have you been seeing what's really happening? We're going to get real shady, y'all. Stay with me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am Shady, and you are in the zone. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to spend with me here tonight. Um, I would enjoy it very much if you would go up and hit that subscribe button, click on the bell notification so you can get notifications when we put out new videos. Go down, leave a comment in the comment section. Thumbs up, thumbs down, they're all good too. I appreciate it, but most of all, I just appreciate y'all being here. So, I'm going to try to go through this all in one rip without taking any breaks. So, bear with me if I look down at my notes or whatever. It's just the way it is. I got a new setup going on. I'm trying to get used to it. This week, like I said, this week has been crazy. I mean, did you guys actually see that Three Ring Circus clown show that Hunter Biden put on when he went to the House for his trial? And they start to question him, and he gets up and walks out. And of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene is all up in it, and she's being super bad and talking crap to Hunter. I think probably the thing that entertained me, and there was a little bit of entertainment to this, was as he was walking out, the reporter asking him, "Well, Hunter, what kind of crack do you prefer, or what kind of crack are you smoking today?" You know, just stupid. And then, um, what about the Iowa caucus, y'all? I mean, Trump won. Wow, big surprise. Was anybody really surprised that Trump won the Iowa caucus? I mean, anyone besides MSNBC, CNN, PBS, the National Public Radio, and even Fox. I mean, they're all feigning like, "Oh my God, what are we going to do? It's the end of the world. Trump won the Iowa caucus." I mean, it's to the point right now to where there are people in New Hampshire that are registered independents that are saying that they are going to go to the polls, and they're really not. They're really not conservatives. They're really liberals, but they're going to go to the polls and they're going to vote for Nikki Haley or DeSantis or God, probably Chris Christie, just to derail Trump. And I have to admit, I was a little bit surprised at how much he won by. That was pretty good. He did win by a lot. I saw a news article. I don't remember who put it out. I was skimming through some things today. If I can find it, I'll post it. But one of these major news outlets was saying something along the lines of how after Trump had left the White House in such disgrace that he wins by a landslide in Iowa. Oh my God, y'all! And and the mainstream can't stop yammering about it. They just go on and on and on. It was Wednesday morning, and they were still talking about it. It's the end of democracy as we know it, and all that stuff. I mean, have you been caught up in the drama yet? We're being led around. We're being led around by the nose, y'all. We're whistling through the graveyard, um, and all around us, the world is just going to hell in a handbag. I mean, here's a news flash for you, and you may not have figured this out yet. The United States of America is at war, y'all. I mean, we're at war in the Middle East. Our military bases, our embassies have been attacked over 100 times since October the 7th. And, you know, you've got Hamas and Hezbollah, and they, they've attacked us in the last 2 weeks. And now the Houthis, an Iranian backed militia, rebel force, whatever they're calling them, they're attacking us and other commercial ships in the Red Sea, and we're firing back. Now, I don't know. I don't know what you think, but if somebody shoots at me and I shoot back, we have a problem. If one country attacks another country and that country attacks them back, that's war, folks. I don't care what you call it. You can call it a police action. You can call it whatever you want to. We are at war in the Middle East. And all these groups, all these militias, all these terrorist groups, they're funded by Iran through the money that we, the United States, has sent Iran. And day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, this thing is whirling, spinning, out of control. And it's getting more and more severe. And Iran is so close right now to having a nuclear weapon, if they don't already have one. It's not even funny. Now they're launching missiles at Pakistan. Pakistan is a nuclear country. They have nuclear capabilities. And we, the United States, are launching airstrikes into Yemen on the Houthis. I don't care how you cut it. I don't care what you call it. This is a war, folks. And in our own country, right here in the United States, we have these anti-American, anti-Israeli, radicalized protesters. They're blocking off highways. They're blocking off bridges. They're shutting down airports. They're shutting down subways. And the entire time, they're screaming and chanting death to America, death to Israel. Right here, in our country, we have these radicalized groups that are doing this. Going back to the Red Sea, BP and Shell Oil have stopped shipping through the Red Sea. They cut it off. They said it was too dangerous. And you know what? They got a point. They're right. It is too dangerous. But hey, you know, we got the documents we got the documents declassified on Epstein, and we got a list. Where'd that go? Nowhere. It was in the news for what, a day, 2 days? Now it's all gone. It was another distraction. We're staring down the barrel of World War III. And they're throwing shiny quarters out. They're throwing shiny quarters out. And what is so disturbing about it is the majority of Americans are stopping and picking up those quarters. And while we're focusing on the politics, on the drama, while we're focusing on an election that may or may not even happen if things keep going the way they're going, all this other stuff is going on in the world. And you know what? Even if we do have an election, it's not going to really matter. For one thing, no matter who wins, half of the nation is going to be pissed off. Okay? Secondly, it doesn't matter who wins. One person is not going to be able to get us out of this hole that we have dug ourselves in. Okay? They say that our democracy is at stake. They keep chanting that. That's one of their talking points. They keep saying it and saying it and saying it. Why in reality, It's not our democracy that's at stake. Our republic is on life support. And our nation is at war. We're about to be hit with major inflation. Okay? BP and Shell Oil have cut off their shipments through the Red Sea. That means that they have to go another way to get their oil and gas here. That's going to cost money. That's going to cost you money at the pump. That's going to cost your delivery drivers, the people that drive the trucks that supply all the grocery stores, all the Walmarts and the big box stores. Their cost is going to go up. Therefore, the big boxes and the groceries, they're going to go up. We're seeing civil unrest. Like I said, we're seeing civil unrest right in our streets. We've got riots from anti-American factions in our own country. And then there's the new boogeyman. You know, if everything that's real out there that's going on is not enough, there's the new boogeyman. There's whispers right now about disease X. We don't know what it is, but they say that it's going to be, I think, 20 times more deadly than COVID was. And, you know, folks, the thing is, we have got to wake up. Because the brain dead zombies out there, they're not going to wake up. Well, I take that back. Some of them may wake up. But we have to wake up. We have to look at what's going on. And if you're not preparing now, you need to get started, and you need to get started in a hurry. And I'm not doing this, and I'm not saying this as a scare tactic. I'm not saying this for clickbait. What I'm saying is because I started this channel to help fellow preppers. I started this channel so I could share with you guys and so you guys can share with me. We have got to wake up, and we have got to start prepping, and I'm telling you that because it is just the biggest gut feeling that I have got in my heart and in my soul right now. We got to stop following this trail of breadcrumbs that the powers that be keep throwing out to us. Okay? Y'all remember the story of Hansel and Gretel, right? They went out for a walk in the woods and they threw down breadcrumbs. They threw down breadcrumbs so they could find their way back, and the birds came along and ate the breadcrumbs, and they were lost. Eating breadcrumbs, following breadcrumbs is probably the worst thing that we can do. We've got to stop being so distracted by what is going on, or by what they tell us is going on, or by what they make up is going on. And we've got to start paying attention. Y'all, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to get the truth out of any news organization in this country. I mean, you may get partial truth, you may get a little bit of the truth, but they're going to put their spin on it. Hell, I guess everybody does, but I tell you what, do yourself a favor, and you can do this right here on YouTube, right here on Rumble, or if you've got the satellite or the cable provider, you can do it on your own TV. Watch some of the Australian news. Watch WION, it's out of India. Watch WION. Watch, for God's sakes, I hate to say this, but watch Al Jazeera for just a minute. Okay? Watch some of the British networks. Y'all, there's a lot more going on in this world than what they're telling us. Because they're spinning it. They're taking our minds off of it. They're throwing other things out there. You know, you've got the WEF that just had their meeting in Dubai or Davos or whatever. They're over there plotting what their next move is going to be. And we're just sitting here watching Hunter Biden in court get up, walk out. We're just kind of sitting here. You know, we're following with bated breath what's going on with Epstein's papers and all that stuff with the list. We ain't finding out nothing, but it sure is good for about a day or so to distract us, isn't it? Look, y'all, I guess all I'm saying is we need to wake up. We need to wake up. We need to realize, we need to look at reality for what it is. Because right now, we are living in something that is close to the Matrix. They feed us what they want us to know, and we're supposed to just accept that and march on. We can't do that. We can't allow ourselves to do that, y'all. We have got to start paying attention. We have got to start getting ready. Because I'm telling you, just like everybody else has said, just like I've said, 2024 is going to be a rough year. None of us was looking forward to 2023. 2024 is going to be worse. I think maybe because of our sense of community, because we actually care about each other, because we have knowledge, because we have skills, we might be able to make it through this. But I don't want to. I don't want to go into anything blind, and I don't think you do either. And it may shock you that I said that the United States is in the middle of a war, but it is the truth. We are sitting on top of a mountain of TNT with a fire starter, and we're just giving off sparks. It's not going to take much for the Middle East to completely blow up. China is watching what we are doing right now. Russia is watching what we are doing right now. Hell, I've even heard that Russia is backing Iran in a lot of ways. We got to start paying attention, folks, and we got to come together, and we got to stay together. It's the only way we're going to make it through this. Y'all take care. God bless, and until the next time, stay shady.